years, I have traveled the state extensively. I've spoken in over 70 counties. I now have an organization of people that believe in my philosophy in all 88 counties. And I've been traveling the state talking to people for one basic reason, and many of you may have heard why. I have not made a decision yet, but I've traveled the state because I am thinking about running for governor of the state of Ohio. Let me tell you why. And I hate to give you all this bad news, but sometimes we got to know how things are. We have a very bad business model in our state, a very bad environment. Over 13% of our people live in poverty. That's like mind-boggling. Now that was in 07. Now we're in 09. I'll bet the numbers are worse. I'll bet the numbers are somewhere near 15%. Of Ohioans in poverty, 1 out of 10 on food stamps. If I were to get you in a room and not tell you what state I was talking about and say, I want to talk to you about a state where 13, 14% of the population's in poverty and 1 out of 10's on food stamps, I promise you, you would pick a state south of the Mason-Dixon. You would never pick our state. Our unemployment rate skyrocketing. We've lost 111,000 jobs since Strickland has been governor. He made a speech the other day talking about the building of the Ohio Stadium, which I still don't understand. And what he left out is there are more people that have lost jobs in Ohio since he's been governor than could fit in that stadium. But yet during his State of the State, he never talked about the problem or how he was going to address it. Where our job growth has averaged half the national rate. Ohio's ranked 48th in percentage of population growth. We're going to lose 2 more congressmen. People are leaving this state. 45,000 households moved out of this state in 06 and in 07, and another 7,000 young people between the ages of 25 and 34 left Ohio last year. How many kids do you know who go to college at Miami or Notre Dame or Stanford or Yale or wherever, University of Texas? How many of them say, you know what, I know where my future is, I'm going back to Ohio? It's tragic, but they don't say it because they don't believe their future and their opportunity is here in this state. 4 of Ohio's fastest dying cities. It's hard to believe. Canton, Cleveland, Dayton, Youngstown. 43rd on the list of entrepreneurial activity. But this very quickly. 47th in job creation. 47th in the business tax climate. 46th in workforce quality. 50th in business startups. 47th in personal income growth. The ability to grow your family income more next year than this year. 47th. This is not the Ohio that I came to see in 1970, and I'll tell you why it's happened. Our tax system has become punitive, our regulatory system has become suffocating, and our schools are declining. Not all schools, but the big chunk of them, and not just in Ohio, but across the country. When 1/3 of the kids in our schools graduate from high school, go to college, and end up in remedial math and English, what the heck are they doing from 9 to 12? And the other thing is, when we take a look at our ability to compare and compete against other countries, we're 11th and 12th in the world in math and science, the hard sciences. We are in the information age. We're in the area of great technology leaps. And I've got to suggest to you that the PayPals and the eBays and all these other great, and the Googles, have been made in America because we have a system that encourages it. But if the entrepreneurial activity and the excellence of our students continue to erode, the next creation of these great inventions are going to be in a faraway place. And that's when our 401ks truly turn into 104ks. We can't put up with it. Is there an answer? There is. Number one, in our state, we need to kill the death tax. Jeb Bush tells me every time I see him, Jeb Bush tells me